Hello, welcome to 2026. So this year I decided to break my best of 2025 list down into 4 parts. So we have games that were published prior to 2025 that I played for the first time, and then small, medium, and large box games. And this is the small box games list. Some of these may have been released sooner in other parts of the world, but 2025 was the first time I could get them here in North America. So first up, we have R.A.V.E.L from Allplay. And this game is really fun. You're trying to get the majority of your penguins around these different areas so that you score the points for that area. But it has a cool, interesting mechanism in that you can decide, okay, I'm going to pass for this round. And when you do, you move your marble in the turn order track so that you can potentially get better turn order and better placement in the next round. So that decision space is really fun. And I just love so many of the Allplay games that come in this size box. Then we have High Tide from Underdog Games. And this is a 2-player game where you are putting out hexagon tiles that can only move in certain ways. And once there are no more legal moves, whoever has the most of their tiles visible wins the round. And you play several rounds, and whoever wins the most wins. This one is great and very tactile. Then we have Sweet Takes, and this was originally called Gummy Tricks when it came out in Asia, and Hasbro brought it over to the US in 2025. This is a trick-taking game, and what makes it really interesting is you have 3 face-down cards that you can play at any time that you want, and it is a must-follow trick game. But let's say pink was played out and I don't have pink, I can now play blue, and now the next person must follow pink if they have it, or blue, and both pink and blue can score for that round. So it's really cool. You don't bid on how many tricks you're going to take, you simply get points. Then we have Trinket Trove from Gamehead Games, and this one is adorable. You are betting with your cards, or you are bidding with your cards essentially, and the higher you bid, the better choice you will get, and you're going to get to collect 2 piles of different trinkets, and the trinkets all collect in different values to get sets of them, so you want to be able to get the best cards that will complete your sets. The artwork is adorable. You're playing as these cute little mice, and it's a lot of fun to put your bid out there because then you can't get those cards back, but you're going to get 2 other piles, so it's really fun and quick. Then we have Up or Down from Capstone Games. Sorry, Capstone Games. And in this game, you are essentially riding an elevator, and you are building out 3 piles in front of you that may only go in ascending or descending order. Each pile may only go in one direction. And so you're going to play a card out into this central area of 6, and you're going to take one of the 2 cards adjacent to it and play it in your piles. And then the way that you score is the color you have the most of in that pile you get to multiply by the total number of cards. So there's a lot going on. The first time I played it, it kind of broke my brain a little bit, but then once you get it, it is awesome. Then we have R.A.V.E.L. This is a solo only game where you have cards around a central area, and they all have requirements on them, and you put 3 dice on each side. And if you can meet the requirements, then you get that card and you get the benefit of it. If you can't, you have to spend your tokens to manipulate your dice to meet one of those cards and then get the benefit from it. And if you run out of tokens, you lose. And this is a lot of scalability because there's 16 basic cards and 16 advanced cards, and you can mix and match in some really cool ways. Then we have Tacta from the Op. And this game, as you can see, you are overlapping cards based on the patterns that are on them, and cards cannot touch each other. It's this whole spatial puzzle. Everybody has their own deck of identical cards, and you can either play your top or your bottom card when it's your turn, or you can play the really cool way that is just like this real-time free-for-all where you're just trying to get everything placed. And let me tell you, this game is fun, but the more people you play with, it takes up some space. So don't let this small box fool you. It can definitely be a table hog. Then we have Pillars of Fate from R.A.V.E.L Studio. They released 3 of these small box games. All of them were excellent, but this one I think is my favorite, which actually surprised me. And it is a lane battler game. It is a 2-player head-to-head, and you have these cards that you are playing out that really manipulate which direction that lane is going to go, and you won't know until the end of the round definitively how it's going to work out. You will play 3 rounds, and whoever has the most points at the end of that will win. But this game is so cool. I have not played Scales of Fate, the bigger game that this is based on. But if you want a good head-to-head 2-player lane battler, this one is awesome. Then we have Pina Colada Dice, and this one is from Yellow. And it is these really cool looking drinks coasters, and you are trying to roll the dice combinations that are on there. And when you do, if there's an open spot, you get to place one of your tokens and you get those points. The first person to 20 points will be the one who ends the game. But if you manage to get 4 of your tokens in a row, you automatically win and nobody gets that final turn to try and beat you. It's very simple in concept, but it's a lot of fun, very straightforward, easy to teach, a good time, and also has variability. And then finally, from 25th Century Games, we have Wine Cellar. And this one is really cool. It plays 1 to 8 players, which the solo is actually really good. So you are going to be essentially bidding out with your wine bottle and getting something back in return. And you must slot it into the first or the last position in this list of 8 that you are making. And every wine bottle wants to be in a different position for maximum scoring. Most of them will score you a little bit, and they don't really penalize you if they're not in their ideal spot, but you're trying to figure out how to bid your cards in such a way you get the card you need to make the best row and satisfy your customers. So this is a really fun and interesting game. So those are 10 of my favorite small box games that came out in 2025. What are yours that you would put on the list? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.